Grand Rising, good afternoon, and good evening, y'all. I'm coming back to you with another series for deactivation season. Sean Puffy Combs, deactivation season part 6. This part will be Puffy versus the Feds. Now, this is unsubstantiated, but I believe that it has good enough merit for me to dig into it. It appears that the feds have now decided to investigate, and they have found potential ties back to money laundering from a possible drug operation. Now, it is alleged that Puffy has possibly accepted money for Bad Boy Records from none other than BMF. Now, when I heard this, I just shook my head and chuckled to myself, because I told y'all that he was being deactivated, and when they were done, he was going to have the hardest fall from grace. I told y'all it would be blockbuster, accusations and charges, and it just would keep on mounting, and it would be larger every time. Now, if they can find this to be substantial, this means that every penny he has invested in every entity that is possibly in his name, in any of his family's name, okay, where he has possibly given them money, purchased them property, anything from the 90s up until now can be seized, because it will be considered to be purchased through illegal tender. If they are able to prove just a fraction of this, whoever did not already get a payout from Puff, it's over. It's a possibility that even all of the music that he owned from the catalogs that he was trying to give away could now become property of the United States of America. This is epic, y'all. So without any further ado, I've already said my prayers off camera, and I am going to go ahead and tap into the energy around this. But I will tell y'all this: if they start checking these labels for monies that could possibly come from illegal tender, 80% of the music industry is gone immediately. And that's all genres. Funny enough, y'all, he named that whole group Dirty Money. And now he's being accused of laundering dirty money. You can't make this up. Angel, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest heavenly order, show me the energy around Puff and the feds. What do the feds have on Puff, allegedly? King of Wands. This is a card of action. This is a card of a person who would be a figurehead who took action. The Moon. Actions done in secret. Anybody who knows anything about tarot, you know that when you see a moon, whatever is presented on the front face of the moon is not, you know, what you should be interested in. It's always the other side of the moon that you should be more concerned with, because the other side of the moon is the side that hides the secrets. So that right there tells me, if we're talking about business, we're talking about, you know, facades, figureheads, storefront operations, to where something appears to be something on the outside, but it's something completely different on the inside, allegedly. King of Pentacles. To have this moon right before you get this King of Pentacles means that there's a secret behind how you became financially stable, allegedly. And this secret is how your ships came in, how you receive your blessings, how the opportunities are presented or were presented to you. Emperor. Now, Emperor is a leader, head in command, parent, company, or father figure. What about this possible parent, company, or father figure? Y'all. Judgment. Gabriel blowing his horn. God instructs Gabriel to blow his horn when it is the end of days. This takes me back to the Joe Biden, My Ambitions of a Writer reading. I just did this reading a few weeks back, where I talked about the President Joe Biden, getting involved in the investigation for the death of Tupac Shakur. And I said that that investigation was a Trojan horse. It's an overlay for the underplay. Now, if you look at what's happening in Atlanta, where the prosecutor is going after the record labels with state RICOs, this is literally that Trojan horse that I spoke about in that My Ambitions of a Writer reading. They're about to do a clean sweep throughout the music industry. Y'all, you got to think about record labels, especially throughout the years. They do a lot of business. And those record labels do a lot of business through other record labels and advertisements and marketing. We're talking about features and all types of things that were done that fall under the umbrella of things done with illegal tender. This is about to be an investigation of epic proportions, because this is the first time we'll ever see a figurehead of a label face this type of scrutiny to where he can get the label and all of the properties of this label seized. We're talking about masters. We're talking about, you know, footage. We're talking about publishing. Anything that he owns that could have possibly had any money that was invested into it from what is considered illegal tender or dirty money. If they're able to prove what it looks like I'm looking at, this is a dragnet that's going to literally sweep every business entity that he's involved in, anything that he's ever invested in. This is such epic proportion. It's going to be unbelievable. It's hard to even, you know, fathom looking at it. And yeah, I don't second guess my ability because I'm usually accurate. Don't get me wrong. There's always room for improvement. I don't care who it is. But this right here, bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Walking away from a relationship due to physical combat. This wouldn't have happened, especially not on this grand scale, without the lawsuit. Even though it was settled, but without the lawsuit from Cassie, they wouldn't have been able to do this on such a grand scale. Yeah, I told you that her accusations in her lawsuit were literally a mile marker that were used to identify other situations. Every time she gave an account of something that happened to her, her lawyers in the most ingenious way tied it to something else that he was accused of, so that they had a reason to investigate other things that he allegedly may have been involved in. King of Cups. Now, he's a water sign. He's a Scorpio. Cups represent water. But this is also letting me know that he is drowning in a sea of emotion. But to the public, he wants to appear to be cool as a cucumber. He's allegedly, y'all, he's in a sea of despair over his actions or alleged actions that he's been accused of. Ten of Wands. All of these secrets, all these things that were hidden, all these things that the public didn't know about, is putting huge burdens on his shoulder. The weight of the world is on his back. Now, this King of Pentacles falls over this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is an attractive woman, but she's also ambitious. She's a go-getter. The actions of this woman that came forward against this man. Now you see, he has this pinnacle before him. He knew he had to offer her this large pinnacle. due towards his actions towards her and her actions towards him. Empress. Cassie gave birth to this movement. See, he knew it was coming. That's why he hurried up and settled out. But this is going to keep growing and growing and growing. She gave birth to a movement to dethrone him and kick off the deactivation season. Yeah, Four of Cups. This is an unrequited offer to any offers that he had coming in, any business deals, any opportunities, any mergers, anything that he was a part of. This literally, you know, either put things on hold or completely just brought things to an end. Two of Cups under the Emperor. So pretty much he was taken down by, you know, someone that he considered a soulmate. The Hermit. This falls under judgment. Now that he's facing judgment, persecution, his actions coming back to him, the sins of the father, and now his sins will be on his children's shoulders. He's all alone. Being that he's carrying his lantern, it's like, you know, he's on a dark, slippery path. Now he has to really think about everything that he's ever done, that he's ever been involved in. And just like the Hermit, you go into seclusion to figure out what your path is. And you emerge a scholar. But for him, he's finally putting two and two together and realizing how all of this is coming to fruition. Now, my last two readings, I kept telling y'all, he overstepped his boundaries. He got a little too big for his britches. Due to his actions and those boundaries he overstepped, you got the world here, an end of a cycle. His time is up. It's over. Now you got the Wounded Warrior. And it's falling under the Moon and the Ten of Wands. All these people you allegedly hurt throughout all these years. And now you're starting to feel the pain of 1,000 men. But there's no one there to comfort you. Because you're the Hermit. You're all alone now. The Fool. See, she took a leap of faith when she decided to file this lawsuit. But bravo to her and her lawyers, because her lawyer literally ingenious what they did with that paperwork. See, there was already a ball rolling. There was already someone looking into him. And they just took advantage of it. See this? Three of Swords. Heartbreak. This unrequited offer that's stopping these ships from coming in, these blessings, these opportunities, these business deals, these contracts, negotiations, these mergers. Now it's all an unrequited offer. He's heartbroken because everything as he knows it is pretty much coming to an end. See, it started off being halted until further notice, and then it was just, I'm sorry, Mr. Combs, your services are no longer needed. And he's hearing this over and over and over again. And it's starting to become real. See, before it's like, okay, whatever, it's just one opportunity. It's no big deal, right? But then it became 4, and then it became 8, and then it, you know, on and on and on. 10 of coins, which is the 10 of pentacles. This emperor, this controlling figure over this soulmate, twin flame type energy, because this is the way he sees it. He's like, I invested in you and now you're costing me. Interesting enough, for what it's worth, he's still not learning to humble himself and have proper accountability as of yet. But he will. There's a message coming in, and it's going to lay everything to rest. Because whatever this message is, it also ties him into somebody who was laid to rest, allegedly. Ooh, baby. Somebody in my comments before said, when it rains, it pours. This must be the rain that came down when Noah built the ark. See this? Death falls under judgment and the hermit. When it's all said and done, when this judgment comes down, you will literally have to stand a man alone. You'll be held accountable for everything you've ever done alone. And it's going to be the end of an entire cycle, the end of a reign. See, death represents the transition into a final end that brings the birth of a new beginning. It's going to be a birth of a new beginning for everybody else that was affected, but this is going to be a final end when it's all said and done. 6 of coins. This is unearned income. It falls in this first row under the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and the World. This means the end of your cycle is coming due to this unearned income. This income that was slid to you under the table. This moon that's now putting the weight of the world on your shoulders. It now has you the wounded warrior. Allegedly, Mr. Combs, you have some income that could possibly allegedly be very unaccounted for. And it looks like this investigation, see, you've been fighting and fighting and fighting everybody else. This is that that southpaw that caught you off guard. You didn't even expect it. See, you got the moon, the 10 of wands, the 9 of wands, to the 7 of coins, which is 7 of pentacles. This is saying that allegedly the income that you received in secret, that was unearned income, off the records, off the books, so to speak, secretly, that is causing you all this grief, all this strife, that has you, boggled down right now, with seed money. Because Seven of Pentacles is sowing seeds for a bigger harvest. Those seeds that you sow today spawn the fruit that you feast on tomorrow. Allegedly, this looks like how you got off the ground. This Five of Wands. So now you're the King of Pentacles. You're established. You're this older, well-to-do man who's come in contact with this young, attractive girl. And you get her to take a leap of faith with you into this combative situation. Five of Wands. Y'all look at this bottom of the deck. Eight of Swords. This is the card of confinement. This is the card of being detained, possible jail time, and also jail time due to blind justice, allegedly. Four of Swords. Things coming to a rest. Also someone who is laid to rest. Whomever this is brought you an opportunity, but it was an unrequited offer that led to heartbreak, and allegedly it led to this person being laid to rest. Seems like a theme. Now my spirit guides are telling me four in particular. Four very pivotal people, energies, who invested. That are no longer here, allegedly. Whether it was a direct investment or sweat equity investment. Laid to rest. Seven of Swords. This is someone who's being sneaky and covert. Very conniving. This Emperor with this Two of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Coins. So this is stating that the way that you possibly came across your income was through some very interesting, possibly tricky means. Hierophant, judge, jury, and adjudicator. Also the powers that be. These people have more on Puff than he thinks they do. They're breadcrumbing them at this point with what they know and what they claim that they're looking for. This is way, way bigger than what's been released to the public. Judgment is coming to you, and you're going to be separated from everything that you've ever earned due to everything coming to an end because of things that you obtained, once again, through someone perishing, death. Oh yeah, they got way more on you than you think. See this, y'all? Bottom of the deck. 8 of Swords. It's starting to feel like this is imminent. This is the card of incarceration. Man, oh man. My spirit guys keep playing that song from that Bad Boy compilation, the one where Genuine singing, talking about, is this the end? He's definitely wondering if this is the end, because it's starting to look like there's no return. Point of no return. Due to aggressive actions. This looks like they're coming full throttle. Forward movement and expansion. They're going to slow your money down to a crawl. Knight of Pentacles. Y'all, Empress is a mother. Now, he's got Emperor here on the table. They get the right information on Kim Porter. Look what's right next to it. I keep telling y'all this is feeling imminent. They might have to put them on one of them watches, y'all. See how this started off? King of Pentacles. Now it's all the way down to the Knight of Pentacles. I told you, slow down your money. Tie up your money. Hierophant, judge, jury, and adjudicator. This is the higher level. And I mean, when I say higher level, this is like the highest of the land. This is coming from the president's office, allegedly. If you haven't watched that My Ambitions of a Writer reading, please, when you get some free time, go and watch it. Because I said that Joe Biden was getting involved and he was going to lend all of his support. And y'all, it looked like Joe kept his word. This is literally coming from the highest court and the highest adjudicator in the land. Mr. Combs, it don't look like you stand a chance. I can't make this up. Y'all just saw this at the bottom of the deck and I just shuffled right in front of you. Emperor leads. Empress closes. Twin flame, the soulmate. The baby mother. I wonder what type of income did he get off of her perishing, because if it's not money that he got off of her perishing, he was able to protect a large amount of money due to her perishing, allegedly. This was her trying to escape. This card represents the mother and her child or children escaping in the middle of the night without anybody knowing to get to safety by the dawn of the next day. She was almost out. She didn't get to make it. Y'all. Judgment was to hit his money first. 6 of Pentacles. It's like 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Let's see, we've got 4 of Pentacles here that represents stability, 6 of Pentacles. They're rocking the very foundation of his money. And it all comes down to that 6 of Pentacles that he invested allegedly, or was invested in him allegedly. That was the seed money that grew the company, that grew the subsidiaries, and on and on and on. Page of Swords. Look like they've been watching you for a while. Y'all, Kim been stepping on his neck from the other side this whole time. What she couldn't do in life, her energy is helping to get done from the other side. And see, this falls under the 3 of Swords, the Heartbreak card, the Page of Swords. You didn't realize how long they've been watching you. They didn't just start watching you. They've been looking at you and your work for a long time. 8 of Pentacles, the bottom of the deck. Things that you've been invested in, people that you've been attached to from the past. But this is like all of this now is being unearthed. And it's attached to why your money is being slowed down, i.e. these lawsuits and settlements. Because justice is going to be served. Justice is bringing the proper balance, bringing things into proper alignment due to choices that were made. 2 of Wands, bottom of the deck. Nine of Coins, the independent woman. Kim is screaming from the other side. This woman is celebrating from the other side, finally. The communication that's about to come in is about to be harsh. It's about to be conflicting. This is a lot of back and forth. But see, if you look at the book that will represent litigation and lawyers, it would be Swords. Because it's sharp communication. Look like somebody's sorry now. over all the choices they made. But see, all these choices were once wish fulfillments. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Told you, you're sorry now. Now you defending yourself. Over these wish fulfillments. All these things that, you've been, moving forward with valiantly all these years. In this toxic, dark energy. And see, also, death represents Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. You did the devil's work and you end up getting the devil's reward. See, this is what nobody ever tells people when they work in dark energy. The only one that will always be on a pedestal in this dark energy is Satan himself. He does not share his throne. He allows you to go out and do things for him, but you will never sit on his throne. You will always be beneath. When you get too cocky and you start making this about you and you forget that he was the one that put you in this position, he'll come and tear it all down. Yeah. Looks like somebody's coming, and they're coming fast. They're coming for you. Law enforcement is closing in. Y'all. All it took was for this one female to stand on business. She literally, energetically was the straw that broke the camel's back. Queen of Cups to the Four of Wands. Kind, warm-hearted, loving energy that once brought you the support and stability of what felt like home. Until she walked away from a relationship with you. This woman that you manipulated into a courtship, allegedly, through work, 8 of Pentacles, finally stood up to you, walked away from the relationship, and came forward and spoke her piece. Knight of Swords. And now you got deep sympathy and regrets. Because this situation, the Star, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. Trying to cover this because you two be tripping over these cards. You thought that as long as you had the upper hand, you had the money, the star power, the hustle and the drive. It all had to come through you. But now it's all being stripped from you. And you're in deep agony, deep regret. trying to defend yourself against everybody, trying to find new ways to move. Five of Pentacles. Somebody's ostracized out in the cold, possibly going broke already. All this conflict. Five of Cups. Just told y'all, deep sympathy and regret. Or you softening up that tone. You taking the bass out your voice. You don't want to come at people the way you was coming at them before. Y'all, I can't make this up. You got strength in the Three of Pentacles. This is a man who's ready to collaborate so that he can hold it together. If this goes the way that I see this going, not only is he going down, he's taking everybody down with him. He's going to collaborate and literally tell on everyone, allegedly. It's about to be a whole lot of damn people. Whole lot of damn people with some skeletons being thrown out the closet. This, that, you're not taking me down alone type energy. And this is crazy because you did your dirt by yourself, but you can't do your time by yourself. You want to lessen your time by offering up everybody else, allegedly. Boy, everybody tough until they ain't. I'm going to end this reading here because it's late and I got to get some rest. But this is deactivation season, part 6. Shine, puffy combs, and the feds. Never cease to amaze me how somebody can be so tough, so tyrannical. But like Lil Wayne said, what's a goon to a goblin? You just found out that you can be a goon, but the United States of America is the biggest goblin you'll ever meet. Everybody have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later. This reading is adjourned. Guess it sucks to be you, Puff. But then again, even that's looking at the bright side of things.